Hey, welcome everybody to Battle Pirates Crib. I guess we got VXP weekend and the Pineapple Beach thing, and whatever else is going on. Guess I'll introduce everybody. Lady Cat,
Hello.
Magic Mike.
Gotta love the skin.
Well, how many do they have this time?
You've been at the beach
Four, at
party.
least.
It's always four, isn't it? Yeah. So, and Derpy.
Mayor of the beach party.
Oh, are you? um, who elected you?
Nobody. It's not me.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, and the link is in the right-hand side in case anybody would to like to join the show. Um, and yeah, because I don't have much to talk about personally because I've only hit the VXP target with a Conqueror haul. I'm waiting for the rest of them to be done, and I'm not in a beach party kind of mood. So let's see what everybody else has learned, and feel free to join. So let's move ahead to BP next week.
Oops.
Whoops.
There we go.
All right. We have contains support for Bounty 33, which is going to be hard to find an image for. I can already tell. In 3 campaigns, Mutineer on the Bounty, which I'm assuming is going to give us kits, weapons, specials,
Let's hope VXP.
upgrade tokens. VXP, I'm guessing it's going to have 9, 10,000 VXP tokens each, and then expecting pillage to get another 50,000 VXP tokens for the Mutineer if everything goes to plan, which has been going on for quite a while at this point. And then Death Roll, High Seas and High Seas Heresy. Those are both PvP related prizes, correct?
No. The High Seas Heresy is the Zealot one, and Death Roll is the Subjugator one. And
A subjugator one?
I don't need a Subjugator.
Okay. Yeah, you can't put them in your base anymore, everybody. So, yeah. Okay. High Seas Heresy, which we should probably, let me see if I can find that one real quick. High Seas Heresy is, let me see, 1 second, because I consider this to be the slide 28. Because
I still haven't done Tides of March this week.
Yeah, I haven't done the whole thing. I'm just, because we could talk about probably why you haven't done it yet. High Seas Heresy. Well, because you might have been using your mutineers or not your mutineers, your zealots in other ways. So we might get into that. So what I consider the Mutineer on the Bounty, or whatever it's called, is the replacement for High Seas Heresy. So everything that you see here that is zealot related, imagine in your mind that it's Mutineer related. I would be surprised. Probably, yeah, yes. So that would be the expectation. So instead of build tokens and upgrade tokens and limited weapons and limited specials and VXP, expect that to be replaced with things that are more useful for the Mutineer as opposed to the Zealot. So this is maybe different, but things haven't been different in quite a while.
What fleet did you need for High Seas Heresy?
You needed
one? So
yeah, you needed
the Riots or Pegasus. I can't remember.
For High Seas Heresy, we needed Pegasus or Zealots. This one will be Riots or Mutineer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because my
So
mutineers won't be ready. What's
yeah,
going to be interesting, depending, because apparently you need armor and ammunition for the mutineer. So it'd be interesting to see a mutineer target.
how well it performs without the addition of the yeah. So maybe the riot's going to be the same thing because when we saw this replacement for the Punisher, they had to dumb down some targets because of the speed, and they had to make some changes. So the initial one was a little bit more difficult.
Although in the High Seas Heresy to get Zealot stuff, most of the things were actually tuned, and they were targets we'd seen from the Pegasus raid cycle. So I'm expecting the Mutiny on the Bounty, Mutiny on the Bounty one, which is kind of funny because it's Bounty Week too. I'm expecting that to have mostly targets for the riots.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. I'm agreeing with you. What I'm saying is the one that had the Punisher, it wasn't really aimed at the Punisher. It was aimed at the
Dragoon.
the Dragoon. And so there was because of the slower speed and the lack of countermeasures that the Punisher had, it didn't actually function that well in some of the later targets in the later prize packs. So they had to remove some of the cannons and whatnot to make it achievable for people that wanted to do it with the more recent hauls. So if everybody can soak that in as far as make all your replacements in your mind, this is at least what I expect. It may not happen this way, but that's my expectation. So we can go back to slide 3. Alrighty. Slide 3. The one, okay.
I know.
Okay. All right. Design diary. Stay tuned for info for the upcoming Saw Factory. 1,000 Nights, but released by our very own Kix Braden. Post goes live by the end of the day.
I haven't met Braden, so I don't know anything about him. But
He's been on Discord when Discord is not on fire.
I don't go to Discord because of the fires and the trolls.
Yeah,
we don't need to get into this here.
No, we don't. But that's the whole point of information. Information I'm lacking because of my reasons. Whatever. I don't go there. I go to the forums. So I have not seen him in the forums.
He's essentially sort of being the new PvP designer, is what we've been told.
Okay.
Yeah, he's replacing Saltwater, which I was, that was the next part of my sentence.
Sorry, I know. Take away your thunder.
Well, I already told you, so now you whatever. So he's replacing Saltwater. So a lot of people have disappeared in the game and still appear to work for Kixeye. So that makes my mind wander as far as where are they going. I'm sure there's not a little room they keep them all in, and playing whatever game they want to.
There's plenty of room for.
Yeah. I think these people are the people that have sort of disappeared from our vision are actually some of the more higher paid people. So I have my own theories on what's happening to these people, and so it'll be interesting as long as we still see some of them on the BP Discord. So it's not like they're getting rid of them; they're repurposing them in some other way, putting them through their own sort of retrofit lab. And I would expect a new game to be born out of the drain that we've seen on the Battle Pirates, both mostly game design. But we've seen less input also from the people that are in product as well. So, this is, I find it a little bit interesting, but the game's been made so formulaic, but I don't know. Any thoughts?
I don't
Okay.
know. It might be formulaic, but I have other names for it. But go ahead. Never mind.
Well, the fact that I can predict what's going to be in the next TLC, we can probably, if we had, if we wanted to, we could probably, last week, we could have probably given you a pretty good idea what the new engine was going to look like, the old Glory. We can, and we definitely could have told you what the new armor was going to look like for the Mutineer.
Right.
It's been made very formulaic. Everything's been put out a while ago, and it's just, okay, no, it's in the The targets do change, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, it's it's a little bit of a cruise control type of thing. Derpy, you want to say anything on this, or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. Bounty 33. If anybody has any ideas as far as where to find a good Bounty 33 picture for that, send them in. I'll be glad to take it. And PvE Hall Calendar, the much controversial PvE Hall Calendar is supposed to come out this week, but it looks like it's coming out next Wednesday, hopefully before the show is over. And community contest, memes, base design. What else has been some of the historic
Valentine's Day cards.
Valentine's Day cards? So
Base contest. You didn't say that one already.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're talking late June. So I don't know. It's now based out of Canada. So you don't think they're going to do something 4th of July?
Well, they have a Mutineer. Well, we just had the Liberty built in the.
Well, I'm thinking a community contest are usually like memes and
Could be.
So.
Who knows? That one I cannot predict. Can you?
No, I gave up trying anymore. It's
Let me go check the War Commander form and see if they just released a special contest.
Actually, you should.
Because they did the Meme Machine one was on War Commander before it was here. So
I wonder what yours is. We'll have to somebody check on that and get back to us.
I'm currently checking, seeing if they have anything. Let's see.
So there are guinea pigs.
Calendar. They have a podcast. Their CM does a podcast.
Amazing.
Yeah. That would be cool.
That would be.
That would be.
It would be. I mean, if it's informative.
They used along with Chris and Wrong Thinker and Saltwater was on it at times.
Yeah.
And then that went away.
Yeah.
Design a mass contest. I mean it's a possibility. I'm not betting my money on
War Commander. Hey, I have the best mask in the game right now. Best profile picture. Okay. War Commander did a thing 10 days ago with a base design contest, but we already did that here, so I'm not sure what's coming up.
Okay.
Maybe it'll be something like a design a new skin. Or better yet, design 4 of them.
Yeah. Design a 4 skin. That would be a fascinating contest. Yeah, I can see them doing that. I've heard about them.
I've heard those being sold. Never mind.
Okay. All right. If you don't have anything more on that, I think there's some interesting things. I don't know if Derpy, are you up for doing it? I mean, I saw your video. I've only tried it once, just because I was doing the TLC with my the TLC using my my Zealot. Yes. So. Are you up for doing a run through and talking it through? Because I think a lot of people need to understand that using the Zealots and the 143 is not because it's eminently more powerful. It has a lot more armor, and it has better protection against penetrative damage, but it has no protection against explosive damage. But it does have the nifty little frenzy type mechanism that allows you to get plus 200% combat speed, which allows you to drive under some rockets and mortars and things of that nature. When I did it, I found it much more fun to drive than which are a little bit more plodding.
Are you talking about the FM with the Zealot in the 143?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I can't hit it because my dock's down.
Oh, who hit your dock?
It's someone named Boobies from Pops One.
Boobies. Wow.
Boobies.
We should have Boobies on the show.
If Boobies wants to come on, I'm more than happy to welcome them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what was nice? I got hit in the middle of the night, and when I got logged on this morning,
did you get hit in the middle of the night by Boobies?
Oh yeah, I don't know who it was.
Okay.
It would have been nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got hit in the middle of the night.
It was damn near healed when I got on. It was great.
Yeah, mine too. And that's a feature I absolutely love.
Yep. So for
wait, getting hit in the middle of the night by Boobies? I'm all up for that too. But
I got some
instant repair and ready to do it again. That's what I
okay. All right. All right. Well, Derpy, since you've had the video out on this, and unless you want to do it yourself, I was going to suggest that. Boobies.
Yeah, they got me.
Oh, you
got
lost 42 medals to Boobies. My goodness.
But you got
that's rough.
I got to see the profile picture.
Oh, no. Is this live? Are you showing this live?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. It's all good as far as I'm concerned. But it's because the other thing I was thinking, if you wanted to walk Magic Mike through it, since Kenny will be back with us soon. He's having some. He'll be back.
Anyway,
but the whole idea behind the what?
I said I would try it. I haven't done it yet, so I would certainly make mistakes unless.
Yeah. No. The expectation is that you would,
make mistakes. Okay. I'm up for it.
Yeah. But more what I'm thinking is because I want to have Derpy run you through it, but the whole idea is that you run through it at balls out speed, hitting everything you can, killing everything, getting your frenzy up, and then it's making sure you're at max stacks when you deal with the ships, because the ships are firing rockets mostly.
Yeah.
Oh, I know her. So yeah. Yeah, but
I'll do it.
But who's what's the chance her name is Tom?
Yeah, very high. It's more likely.
Okay. So, Lady Cat took down the slides, but
I just
she had to see the movies. So,
I've got my own. So, but
okay. Well, all right. Don't get too distracted during the show.
Did you guys like for people to join us?
I posted it earlier. Okay. I'll post it again.
Just wondering.
Okay. Well, if your dock is down from the boobies, maybe we can have you walk Magic Mike through it. I'm sure it's going to be sort of frenzy. So, Mike, if you want to,
I'm working on it now.
Okay, share your screen. Yep. This is a product of, if you don't have X1 Praetorians, but you do have X1 Zealots,
Or
you
even
may
like U3 zealots and
Yeah. Well, I mean, but you also, because when I did it, the drones are just dragging behind because you need to keep on moving. You can't keep up, you can't wait for those little puppies to catch up with you. And you just need to balls out, just keep on moving so you don't get hit by mortars or rockets the whole time. And that's really the issue.
yeah, because the target, all the explosive damage is like dumbfire. So you just need to, as soon as you get in the target, as soon as something shoots at you, you just have to keep moving. And
Well, I'm ready to go into
And,
one.
and not double back on yourself in the wrong place.
yeah, which is sort of tricky.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so hopefully, are you in HTML5 or are you in?
No, I'm in Flash.
Okay. So because the thing that you want to watch two things while he's in this target, both the way he's driving, and if he makes any mistakes in the driving, you will see a drop in that left-hand health bar pretty significantly when a mistake is made, because there is no survival on the way that 99.9% of the people build the zealots. So
Well, you have some turret defense actually, and you have 200 million base armor points, so it's not like it evaporates immediately. But
no, but you see the chunks taken out, which I sort of like. That you can see when you made a mistake. Because sometimes I wish that we had back in the days with the charged armor, you knew when you got hit by something. Right now, you don't always know when you get hit because some of the damage is so small and incremental. You don't know necessarily when you've made a mistake. If that makes sense.
yeah, well, go for it.
All right. We're going to turn you over to Derpy. Derpy's going to be your...
Okay, I'm going to try and follow directions, Derp.
Okay,
Derpy's going to be your Sherpa.
Okay.
Once you get in there, you got to group up, go down to the bottom left, and you shouldn't take any damage immediately. So what you're going to do is you're going to go towards that first building and then head off to the left of the target around the outside.
This one?
Yeah. And then keep moving and head to the left, go right up like next to those buildings, just swing around the outside. And as soon as you kill one, you get a stack towards your frenzy. And that means you're faster, so you take even less damage. So keep going to the left.
And make sure you don't stop.
Yeah, just keep going. Perfect. And you're doing a decent amount of damage towards those turrets. And at this point, you could make a big, huge swing down to the left or keep going straight.
Yeah.
And now you can come back and kill those turrets you missed, which isn't great that you missed them because if you go back, you lose your stacks.
Your stacks.
You kill those ships. I would head more to the right. I wouldn't go inside that big central area yet.
Oh, okay.
I'd go kill those two monoliths on the right side, and then you can't go around that top building there. So you're gonna have to go straight forward until you hit the land, then turn right. Yeah, and then do a couple of really large circles there, or large triangle rhombus type things, and try and always be shooting at something, so you always have your frenzy stack up. Those what are those called? Those rhinos. They have a lot of health compared to your corrosive damage.
I don't think it's going to be any cheaper than the.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Then if you can kill those, if you're ever out of your stacks or about to lose one, and it's been a while since you killed a building, you can target a weak building instead of a ship. And that'll get it down faster. And I think most people are running Corrosive Battery 2, which has does it have building damage built in? I don't know.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
It does. Oh yeah, because
I think it's like 85% or something.
The assault rate is half buildings, half ships. So and so is the garrison target, sort of. So you're doing great. Just keep going in circles.
Well, I'm good at that. That was
And see how the drones just like are doing nothing. They might just be. They're shooting at something, but they're not doing a whole lot.
I did notice that when the drones popped out, that it did like my ships like hiccuped a little bit in their movement.
If you are ever engaging the ships, you want to try and stay about your max range so that you're higher distance from them, so their weapons take longer to get towards you, so you can outrun more of it. And
yeah, it makes soft turns.
I've only hit this thing twice. First time, 2.5 hours damage. Second time with the Maltod Maidens, 2 hours, 10 minutes. And people with X1 Praetorians are doing better than that. They're doing like an hour, 10 minutes.
I was doing like an hour and 50, I think, is what the first time.
Wow.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I did an hour and 57 minutes with the Zealots and an hour and 59 minutes with the Praetorians. Driving both.
I think that.
But which is more fun to drive? This seems like way more fun.
Really?
I don't want to drive either. It's an FM. And
Whatever. I'm not going to drive the FM.
And let's look at the damage taken.
I mean,
Don't click anything else. Click on the little bars on the left side. Yeah.
Okay.
So you resist most of the penetrative damage, or you evade it with your countermeasures or evade. But the explosive, you take like, what is that? You take
27%.
like 95% of the incoming explosive damage, and you only evade like 5%, or you only resist like 5% of it because of your turret defense that you have on your ships. So you still take most of the damage you take is explosive, just because you're so good at resisting penetrative damage.
But yeah, when I hit this, they were much closer to even. So, because the first time I ran through it, I didn't have the a Sherpa like you did, but I did get under 2 hours.
Well,
And click on the damage from the enemy. See how much they resist. See, they don't have really high resistances against corrosive for whatever reason.
So, but I think the takeaway, at least for you, Mike, individually, is once you get this down. Wait, how much damage were you taking hitting this with your?
So let's go to that. Are we done with the report?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you taking about the same amount of damage?
If I recall, I was an hour 50.
Okay, I think you can get this down well below that. And it's definitely.
I don't know if you actually can.
Well, I seen TVO. It says you get 45 minutes.
Oh, he probably says a lot of things.
Okay, well,
If he can show me, I'll believe him.
Yeah, okay.
we want a vid.
But you talk about people at an hour and 15, though, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an option for people. Looks like you want to use a new fun fleet that's not intended.
It's interesting. I never even thought about that.
Until Daddy takes the T-bird away.
Daddy takes the T-bird away.
Whatever the song.
Yeah, but it's not so overtly. It's not like you're doing it for 3 minutes. So there's no reason for them to take it away at this point. Because this isn't the first time this has happened.
Apparently someone was doing it in the old 141s too, and I don't know if you could try it in any of the other FM targets.
Well, let's see.
Build an extra zealot and add antis.
I've got 10 days of explosive build zealot build tokens, so maybe I should build one with all. Well, the armor is all whole class limited at this point.
It would allow to go into the 136, or at least says it could attack it. Let's see what else is here.
Yeah, unless boobies beat you up again.
That'd be pretty bad.
It would actually let me hit the 58. That's a
58. 58 what?
Wait a minute.
The 50
just exploded, so I don't know what kind of target it was. It
wasn't an FM target. They
we don't have a.
That's why I
uranium.
wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Because it was piled up on a bunch of other stuff, and when I clicked on it, it said 58.
Okay.
I think it said 58.
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
All right.
Second mission.
Has anybody had any? While we're working on this, has anybody had any breakthroughs on the VXP target? I'm good at figuring out the VXP target, but I still have hour and 15 minutes until I feel comfortable with my ships as far as going into the VXP target.
Well, there's one way to do it for free really easily.
Coin it.
No, you just hit one ship. I think I have a replay I can pull up.
Actually, that was a 68 uranium blitz target.
Okay. Yeah, because I wanted to bring because I'm assuming because I hit it with the Conqueror. I think the idea is you don't kill the repair ship, right?
No, that's not that. It's simpler than that.
I went at lunchtime today. Came home for my lunch break, and took my target in, and came in where those ships are that shoot the red rings,
Mm-hmm.
and they kept healing. So I went and killed the repair ship, and as soon as I did that, drones came out, and I couldn't retreat, and I died, and I've got 4 or 5 more hours of repairs left. That's been since lunch. So what, 10, 11 hours of repair?
Okay.
We're talking about the VXP thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you got to do is come in on the southeast corner, kill this ship, retreat, and that's it. And you can do it with just your built-in weapons, because this ship has an engine and a Thud 1.
Awesome. Definitely do not come in at the top right corner of the target.
Okay.
You can just sit here.
Yeah. See those red rings that are shooting out?
Oh yeah, those ones.
I came in next to the ship that was doing it, so I tried to kill that ship, and you can't.
Okay.
So if you retreat before you kill it? Can you hit it more than once for the same amount of points? So just go in and shoot some volleys at it, and then go out and come back in.
Yeah, you probably don't need to kill the whole thing.
That's what I mean, because then you could use one target and.
Yeah, and now we have the artwork from.
I'll try that.
What were these called? These were like from 6 or 7 years ago. These things that are closing in on you.
Oh, I call them typhoons.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, the typhoons are from like 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah,
I guess they're.
I like they do look menacing, and they do look like manta rays. But yeah, I do like them.
You can circle all around the target and kill on the other side. And I retreated because my ship was like 74%, and I got 18K from killing like 1.5 ships.
I got 279K for 10 air repair. So, yeah.
That's the way to do VXP easily for free. Just kill that one ship, maybe kill a second one on the other side, and retreat. And these targets are paying out like a ton, like much more than I would usually expect them to. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, because I put one Hellswarm in there and let the UAVs, but I one hit, I got it to 45% ranked. So. With not even a triple salty, just the normal salty.
I'm testing it without any salt.
Are we interested on what damage type things do too? Because
tell us about the target. What you've learned.
Let me see if I can pull up my slides on that thing. Would my slides or just the video of the raw recordings be better?
I don't know. You've seen them, so I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to know if your opinion of your build has changed after doing.
I'm not sure what to think.
I'd especially like to know an opinion on the engine.
So let's see. Typical disclaimers, everything subject to change, etc. Okay, the ammo carrier has one weapon that's like 30 range. You don't need to worry about that whatsoever, basically. Battle Cruiser has no weapons and it heals the Typhoons. It's like a health transfer, but it doesn't lose any health. Sort of how the Gatekeeper does it with buildings.
Now, when I killed the battle cruiser, that spawned drones off the ugly ships.
I shouldn't quite have done that.
Well,
Here's the Typhoon things.
Mm-hmm.
They have those explosive rockets that drop those red aura rings that you're talking about, which are explosive.
Okay.
They also have and you can't counter those rockets with sprints. I put my flagship Praetorian in there. It didn't fire any of those. Gales don't work either on this thing. And
Do
this
they
thing also has
Off target or no?
Gales don't fire at all the entire target.
Okay.
Did you
So-
not see the drones?
The drone. I did see the drones, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Typhoon has anti-torpedoes, so with your riots, it's not going to work as well. And they also have concussive torpedoes, which have a range of about 93, which is your same range that your hulls have. So you can't outrange these things. I believe those torpedoes are accuracy based. And they seem to either target primarily ship 1 or ship 5, which is interesting for a number of reasons. And cormorants do work against this thing. And then the Typhoon does deploy drones. Do we have anything on the Typhoon before we talk about the drones?
No.
Okay, these things, they would deploy from the drone when they would deploy when you got in a certain range. But I found that they deploy when the Typhoon ship actually takes damage.
Okay.
So
That
if you want to have the least damage from this thing, you want to hit the Typhoon and run away and do enough damage to trigger the drones. You run away and then you kill the drones while you're running away, and you can outrange them. And it won't spawn any drones after you kill that first wave, as long as you don't damage it while you're killing that first wave. And then the drones, they're about your same speed. They have a really short range explosive, not a really short range, a medium range explosive rocket that's like 60, so you can outrange it, but they can also catch up if you mess up. And that splash damage, and again, you can't counter that with sprints or anything. Yeah, that's on the drones there. I could show replays if that would make more sense, because I'm really interested in the specifically the Typhoon ships and how my countermeasures are actually working.
How many countermeasures do you have?
So I just have one cormorant on here right now.
On each one or on one ship?
Just one total.
excuse me, sorry.
You can see drones haven't fired from this thing yet here, even though I'm like right at the range. And even as I fire, right here, the torpedoes come out at me. It's really hard to see here. The torpedoes are really hard to see, but my anti is shooting at these things, so that works. And then you can see the Typhoon still not spitting drones at me, and it's being healed from the battle cruiser that you can't see. But as soon as I deal enough damage to this thing with my 4 built-in ammo prototype weapon whatevers, the drones spawn. And I kill that first wave with splash, but then they keep coming. But as long as I don't hit the Typhoon again on a kill this wave, which is difficult to do because I have like 3 weapons on my ship total, you can see the rockets there, the splash rockets, they're sort of missing me if I outrun them. I start firing again, it doesn't spit out any more drones at me. and there's about 8 torpedoes per volley coming at me, which I'm not sure how many cormorants we actually need. And that brings up an interesting question with the cormorant builds. And even if I get really close to this thing, drones don't start spawning because I sort of already killed them. That's pretty much what I have on the drones there, and the target.
Yeah, I went and killed the ship that's healing them. What did you call it?
The battle cruiser?
Yeah, I killed the battle cruiser, and then I wasn't near those ships. The drones all came at me, and I couldn't get away from them. I couldn't retreat, and they did. I didn't. I guess I didn't have enough to kill them.
This target seems very small. Like I'm not sure this is. I don't think this is going to be a raid target, and I feel like there might even be missing like a ship or two.
Usually, aren't the VXP targets like the bigger targets, like an F target?
Say one more time.
The VXP targets are usually based on one of the high level targets for the raid, right? This isn't like at level 80, or is it?
I don't think we have any idea. It's cool because it appears to be a quick target, but yeah, how much damage we have once we get everything stacked up, I don't know. If that's your question.
No, I'm just wondering, like, if this is a sample of a target, is this a high level target or a low level target?
On the first go through, it's a low level target. The second time through, it's a low level target because you've seen historically what they do as far as the TLCs. They will put out the VXP targets as the.
Oh, they'll put out 2 of them.
Well, that's not my point, but they'll put them out as the low level targets because this one appears they usually put out 2 targets because one is an auto target and one is not. And I'm assuming there's not going to be an auto target associated with this. They're sort of meeting in the middle with this target. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
This does give you better ideas of your Hellstorm builds here. Like I plan on going for the Reef Rider engine because I like that extra damage, and I'm not sure if that evade bonus will be useful on all your ships.
Yeah. So like we talked about on Wednesday, like 1 and 5 with the Old Glory, and 2, 3, and 4 with the Reef Rider is from what we've seen so far.
I'm not 100% sure that ships 1 and 5 are actually being targeted. Like, I'm fairly sure, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But I mean, we definitely don't need gals. I think probably 4 with the cormorants. That's the thing is that they don't really benefit from accuracy buffs in the same way that everything else does. Like
because they're a countermeasure, and the specials don't provide a countermeasure accuracy bonus, right?
Yeah. If I go to the signal amplification armor, it only gives you countermeasure range, which is nice, but I don't think it's like super necessary. Then it gives you anti-mortar buffs, which don't do anything because you don't need anti-mortars based on these targets. And then it gives you like 10,000 survival, which is nice, but.
So 4 cormorants enough? Do you think 2 on 2 ships or 1 on 4 ships?
You can only put a maximum of 2 countermeasures on each ship.
Right.
So you said yeah.
Two
I
two
think,
2 or 1 times 4.
well, if you actually only need 4, I mean, I haven't coined the entire build to see to test if you need that, but I think 4 should be enough. I think that probably 2 on 2 ships. And then you give your 1st and 5th ship a bunch of evade and a bunch of survival, a bunch of concussive survival.
Yeah, there's not been any. Do you want to show what you're showing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So with the engine, it's either Old Glory or Reef Rider. I guess if you wanted to over engineer, you put the Old Glory on it, on the 1st and the 5th one.
They're the same build time?
That's a good question.
I'll have to go through. I think
I know speed and turn speed was the same. You showed that, but I don't recall what you said about
I can't remember when I got into the build time on that one. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just getting a gunboat so we can see the build time. If I even have a gunboat.
Well, gunboats don't take specials, so you need to go to Garrison and choose the Corvette. There we go. Because then you can put a special on it.
Suggestion: use engine for one of the fastest speeds in the game.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me of something. Lady Cat wanted me, after you're done with this, we can do a...
you can't equip it to that whole class.
No, but you can still click on it. It'll still give you...
Okay. So
20
hours, 20 hours, 20 minutes.
Yeah, this is not refit time. This is raw time, but they will all stack up. I'm willing to bet that it's 2027.
Do I have it? Where?
Did you buy one yet?
No.
No, but he's still have it.
Yeah, it'll be down there.
There we go.
Yeah, 2027. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you take that bottom ship, you can do it without damage. But if you go to the top one, you do catch some damage. I'm trying his method. I'm at 33% already and haven't even put a crew on it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really need to do a crew.
It's all from that top lone ship up there.
Yeah, but you don't. I don't know that you need to kill the ships. You just need to get in, do some damage, and get out.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. The bottom one, you got a lot more time, but the top one, you can volley a couple and then get the hell out of there. Especially if you don't have any engines on it, like mine are very, very slow.
Okay.
So, just in case it helps anybody.
Yeah, I don't have any engines on mine either.
I have none. They're very, very slow.
Okay.
But let's see where we're at.
So, if anybody wants, the link's right there in case anybody wants to jump in and give us a clue what we're doing wrong. And then I'll immediately put you to the back room, but whatever.
So this is, once I get all the weapons on here too, which is, if we go for 9 weapons a whole, you'll need to put some of the, assuming the numbers are the same that we actually get, you'll need to put some of the regular unlimited ones on.
But they're the same way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but there's also, is there going to be a weight issue?
If you go a certain special, a couple specials for your last 2, you can get into weight issues.
Yeah.
So this is something like we're fairly sure on. You could swap out the engine for whichever one you want. I plan on going five Reef Riders, but then the question is, how do you build the armor? Do you build ships 1 and 5 more concussive?
Yeah.
I think probably.
Yeah, if it works out this way.
And interestingly, this armor right here gives you plus 2% concussive damage and 6,400 concussive survival. But the old one, the version 1, gives you 5,000 concussive survival and 10% evade bonus. I mean, the evade bonus is pretty tempting.
Yeah, 10%. Yeah, that's pretty good.
So I almost want to go for 4 or 3 of these things.
Yeah. No, I can see your logic there. It does make sense.
Because the survival difference is very, very small.
Has Apex Predator put out a video? Because has he put out a video yet? Because we know he already put out a video that he was hitting just random targets with U3 mutineers. Has he put out a video hitting this target yet? I haven't seen it yet. I've been sort of bored with what's going on recently.
I haven't seen any.
Okay.
So if you wanted to go for a super evade version, you could go for like those armors and then 1 explosive armor, I'm sure. And why not do the this explosive one? The version 2. Put on now for this countermeasure special. If you even want to build this as a countermeasure ship, you can go for things like signal amplification armor, which gives you way more survival. Or you can go for something like hydro atomizer nozzle, which will gives you the same exact countermeasure specific buffs, but then gives you 30% reload on your countermeasures and your weapons too.
Yeah.
Which is nice. So you have to pick a damage one or a signal amplification for survival.
Yeah, and especially if we see consistently that the gales don't work. As far as the only thing that works appears to be the cormorants.
But I feel almost like I'm wasting a special slot putting on. Like I'm almost wasting a special slot putting on signal amplification armor for only the 75% countermeasure range. Like 75% countermeasure range doesn't seem very useful to me.
Yeah, unless you have reduced the number of countermeasures that you have to allow them to potentially fire off a second shot.
Yeah, but in that case, you'd be having, but with the weapons incoming, you'd have torpedoes incoming. You're dealing with a constant volley of them, not just like one and done. It's 4 or 5 volleys in a row.
Now Frank's talking about the Hyper 30, which gives you combat speed, projectile.
If you go for Hyper 30, you need that on all your ships.
Yeah,
and it gives you, so you drop your evade a lot, but you increase your speed, and the splash damage reduction is very little, even if it actually works, which I don't think it will in this target, because everything's landing so close to you. Well, it might work, but
yeah. But there's another one. What was the
damage diffusion system, which is even less evade, even less speed, and even more
damage? Yeah, splash. Yeah.
So, I mean, if you, I'm not sure countermeasure special is actually very worth your time. I think it might be better to go for something like Explosive System 4 to do more splash and less spread.
Okay. No, I'm just throwing it out there because I have not, like I said, I've only hit the one target. I'm sorry. I haven't been doing too much in regards to the game. I've just been, I don't know, whatever I am about this. But
Unmotivated. You're like the drones that go a different way than and they lose all will to live, all motivation.
yeah, it's just sort of like, okay, well, we see this. Did we see this last time? It's just sort of, I'm just sort of,
Yeah. So I mean, if you went for something like this on ships 1 and 5, and then the other ones you can. I mean, I'm not sure if you even need evade or not on your middle 3 ships.
Yeah, hopefully they do something where they allow us to interact with these targets, the week before the next raid. That would be great.
But if on your middle 3 ships you don't need evade and you don't need countermeasures, what are you going to put on?
Evade, you don't need countermeasures. Well, the critical stack. There's a lot of stacking with the criticals.
That's torpedoes. You already stacked your critical chances.
How many you already have 2 on your ship, right? Though.
Yeah, your full metal casing and then the impact overdrive.
No. Okay, that's the. Okay, so you already have 2 critical specials. Go back to your. Click there. I want to see what your build is. Okay, so that's critical specials.
A full metal casing and impact overdrive.
And splash. Yeah. I don't know. Something going to come out in pillage?
Well, we're going to get the flagship in pillage, right? So they don't need to release something else.
They don't need to, but.
I know it's only a 3-week raid cycle, too. 3 weeks. I'm not 3 weeks between. We only have 3 weeks to get our ships built and a flag.
So with your damage ships, if you make your mill 3 damage, I go for 10 weapons. That puts you overweight, though, is the problem.
What about with the not the Freedom Fist, but the regular weapon? So
regular weapons. What's the name? The one I made you claim that was a 1 point each.
Oh, yeah, I forget.
Yeah,
the Viper Gatling. It weighs less.
Yeah,
it weighs less, and then you can put it in because it was only in the raid. It was only 1 point each. It weighs less, and you could probably fit that in. Less damage, but it makes weight. Right.
But if you change your armor around again to go for better armor, you go back overweight.
Okay. Yeah, it's a balancing act. Hey, Paul, how are you doing?
Yeah, all good, bro. Long time no see, man.
It's been a while.
Oh, yes. Watch all the shows, bro.
Very good.
Yeah.
And you only like half of them more than you like the other ones, right? Yeah.
Well, I watched them all back in the day,
Yeah, well,
I haven't been on for a while. I haven't been on for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And some of the, we wanted to have some of the way you stated things, not your accent, but some of the
English.
Stated some of the things. Because Lady Cat wanted to have a moment of silence to the actor that played Frankenstein.
For Bilbo.
The actress or the bishop. The actress or the bishop.
Ian Holm, what was his name? Ian Holm, the actor that played Bilbo, died today.
Yes.
I was quite saddened.
It is what it is, but How's everybody finding HTML5? Because I've been running it for the last 6 days.
And what issues are, how are you finding it?
The health bar is not showing up still.
Okay.
The which one?
The health bar.
Health
Okay.
bar at the top on Free Fleet.
It's been working better for me.
Yeah, I'm
What does
running.
better mean, though?
I haven't noticed it not working.
Well, it hasn't been working for me at all over the last 5 days, but hey, it happens. That's BP World. I don't mind.
Don't say that.
Yeah,
They might hear you.
yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
VXP and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, same old, same old.
Okay. Have you tried the Zealot in any of the VXP, the 143 yet?
Nope.
Okay.
I've got a full fleet of my zealots are fully elf, so X1 as normal, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That makes it more,
yeah.
that makes it more entertaining to potentially to use that hull in that target. Because when I hit it, I was like, "Oh, this is fun." Because I am, but I was also using in the TLC, but it was sort of like, okay, this is sort of a fun target. You can never, you can never slow down, you can never stop, and you need to,
As you said earlier, sorry.
I was gonna say I felt that way about the 906 target in the raid, but sadly I couldn't play it because of lag. So yeah. Okay, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Good girl. It's like everything else. You find a niche in the market, and we suddenly get a big stop. I've been playing a long time, and let's get some fun back in the game. You know what I mean? That's what we need.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. Let's get some. You spend a bit of coin. You do this. You do that. Find something different to do. Kicks don't like it. Well, actually,
I don't like it. Having fun, but yeah, that's what I was curious because when I hit the 143 with the Zealot, I thought it was fun. I thought it was like, okay, as opposed to like, oh, I got this slow fucking ship and I'm plodding along.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is, oh, I'm going to take damage. Not because of the way I'm driving, but just because I'm so freaking slow and this is freaking boring. But I did find that entertaining to, personally.
We accept damage, believe it or not, if it's fun.
Yeah.
We don't accept damage in the game when it's not fun. Do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay then. Kicks want to give us damage, yeah. We've had the plasma button. We've had they can dial it up, dial it down, have a bit of this, have a bit of that, add it in the mix. And then every now and again, we hit something with something that you're not allowed to do, and that's fun. You may take a bit more damage, and then we can find it challenging to get back into it. Oh, you dialed on it by 5 minutes. Instant dock repair is always fun. It's cheap. It's enjoyable. You know what I mean? But come on, Kicks, give us. Let's get the game players back in the game. You know what I mean?
Yep, we agree with you.
Yeah. Come on. We talk to people. Let's get some of the little guys back in the game, man. That's the future of the game. You can be at top of the game. You can be the bottom of the game. Let's get the middle players playing the game for a bit of fun. Let's bring them on back. Kill the middle players off. We ain't gonna have a game in a year's, 2 years time. End of.
Anytime I tried to make that argument, I've been told that they've been saying that for years.
Yeah, we have. I'm
And
8 years in. I'm
yeah,
8 years plus in, and the reason why I'm here. How many times did I tell my ally I was going to quit? Boom. You know what I mean? You take time out, you come back, you enjoy the game.
Yep.
Let's make it fun again. I'm not be funny, Lady Cat. You're a PvE player, so am I.
Yep.
My base absolutely sucks. All right.
Aw.
Boom.
Mine's getting better.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but my base absolutely, for my level, it sucks. All right. I don't do bounty. I have done bounty, but I don't do it very often. Just for the downtime. All right, this instant repair on the base. Yeah, that's rocking now. That is absolutely awesome. You said it earlier in the show. I watched the show from the beginning, by the way.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah, and it's the fact that everything repairs and everything goes on doing what it's supposed to do is absolutely rocking. But we've got to get the mediocre and the low-level players coming through the game. It's the end of. We've got to get some young blood back in the game, man.
And how do we do that? We make it fun, and we tell Kicks all the time we want it fun. I don't think we understand what fun is.
Yeah. How do you make it fun, Kicks? Dial down the damage. We can all say that. Give us another dock. We got to conquer a dock. Wasn't quite the dock that we asked for years ago, but it was. We've really got to get it. When I first started playing this game, we had 120,000 players log on for a raid. A long, long time ago. But come on, people. Come on, Kicks. Get this game back. You was a top 10 game for years. 5 years. Battle Pirates was in the top 10 on Facebook. Let's get it back there. Let's not let it. This game is a unique game. It is a unique game. And we've all coined our way through it, whatever. But it's value for money. Let's enjoy it. Let's not spend money and then have to spend more money to do something that we enjoy doing. Oh, FA's back. I hear a sigh there, boy. Make a comment. Or did you just leave the room?
OFA?
Oh, he cracked a beer open, or are you eating, or what?
What is OFA? That's all I'm asking.
Whoa. Let's get the game back to what it used to be. Fun. Where we could prep for people. Yeah, Kicks don't like it that we're doing it for free. But we've fronted the money straight up front.
Okay. So your issue is you can't prep for people in PvP or PvE?
PvE. Oh. FA, thank you for your absence.
You missed all his
Okay. Yeah, I go get a beer, so yeah.
Yeah. Hey, FA.
I've gone over it
Look
now.
at the show afterwards, alright?
Okay. No, but on the news, that they got to talk for 15 minutes and then they get like a 3-minute break.
Oh, yeah.
I do better than that, right?
No, you went and got a beer and you disappeared for half an hour.
I don't know. It was about 2 minutes, but yeah, okay.
Time elapsed and we had lag in the game, so no, you're not getting away with that one.
Okay. Well, I'm sort of running out of patience. Not with you, with the game.
Oh God! Did you apologise to me then? Oh, I'm so offended. I'm gonna have to kill your base in a minute. Sorry, no, I'm joking.
Okay.
You You missed the conversation, see?
Okay, all right, that's fine. Did anybody else talk about it? I'm just,
Yeah, well, we was having a good conversation. Now we're ruined because you're back.
Okay, all righty.
I don't go anywhere, Hefe.
That's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not sure we have a whole lot more to talk about though on the live show. What do you think?
I don't know. Paul has more. Derpy, you got
No,
more.
I've got nothing else to say.
Okay, all
It'd be
right.
nice to have a post for the after link. Though.
Well, no, you're already in here, so it's just you're still in here.
Oh, is that how it works now? Is it? Because you used to have to post a link years ago to go in the after show.
Yeah.
Well, except for on the late the open mic, I would put the link out the whole time, and so basically, we end the live broadcast, and then it's no longer broadcast on YouTube. So it's it's all good.
Does that? Yeah, all right.
Okay, so if we don't have anything else to talk about, we have not had any beach party tonight. Any beach party comments?
Well, I tried to hit a 905 when.
Oh
Or
no!
now
No!
two.
No! 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 No!
I tried to
Leave
do
him
one.
alone.
I couldn't even get into the target. I did one earlier, like yesterday, for like 11 hours damage because I didn't know how to drive the thing right.
Mhm.
I tried to hit
Leave
one
him
just
alone.
now.
Leave him alone. Jeffrey, leave him alone.
Yeah, I tried to hit one just now.
No,
I couldn't even get into the target on the show. I had 1 frame per second, took half my fleeting damage, and the target wouldn't even load. So I retreated as soon as I got in there.
Wow.
Okay.
I've heard other people complain about that too. They've lost their whole fleet.
905, leave well alone.
Yeah, they hurt.
But you don't get the rum party skin, right?
I'll do a couple others of them when I have better connection because I just want those.
It's got nothing to do with Derby. It's got nothing to do with connection, mate. Leave him alone.
It worked yesterday.
Oh no, leave him alone.
Okay.
905s they're not friendly even as a co-op. All right, they're not friendly. Leave.
The trick for them is on the big center ship. The once you get to half health, it turns on a red ring, and so you have to hit both the ships, get them to half health, and as soon as you do that, the turrets unshroud. When the turrets are unshrouded, you can kill them. When you kill like 5 turrets, the red ring on the ships goes away.
That's a trick.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the difference between the red ring and the green ring?
It doesn't matter. It's painful. It's painful.
I was doing HTML5, so there might have been a ring, might not have been a ring.
Some people might have got that joke, but just let it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you ever read a green ring on your body, you should consult your doctor.
Yes. One's lipstick though, but
No.
You made this a while ago. I remember you saying something.
Greens
about
that
this
go
on
reds
a
and no,
different
isn't
show.
it? Yeah.
all right.
Greens that go reds and no. Oh.
Righty. Well, alrighty. Well, I guess
We're talking traffic lights now.
What?
Traffic lights. We're talking now. Greens are go, reds are no.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep. So, alrighty. Well, I think we'll wind this thing up, and I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't hit the VXP targets or participate in the beach party. I'm just I had things to do, and my heart wasn't in it.
Derpy has great videos, though, if anyone's interested. So make sure you check out Derpy's YouTube channel.
Yeah. The wet T-shirt contests are epic. He's a great judge. He knows what he's talking about. He brings that same fervor to the wet T-shirt contest judging that he does to base hits and PVE PVE targets. The fervor is there, and there's no way anybody can't appreciate it. So yeah, we do appreciate that, Derpy. Okay. No response? All right. Well,
No, I got nothing.
all right. Okay. Well, yeah, the link's out there if you want to join the after show, and wish you all the best on VXP weekend and beach party nonsense. So see you all on Wednesday.
Good night, John Boy.
Bye.
Later, people.
Leaders, people.